Hello, everybody, and welcome to Toku Portal Podcast. I am Ryan. With me is
Did it keg?
Drago. Uh, okay, seems we can't hear Drago for some reason, even though we were literally just talking to him. Oh, his PC froze. Okay. While he gets that figured out, we'll just talk about the opening to this episode, which is Kazumi and Gentoku breaking into the Hokuto Fost facility. And then they get captured and put into the gas tanks, which ends up being what their plan was to get stronger. And while there is something of a good idea in there, there's also plenty of reasons why that was a bad idea. But I guess it worked out for them. What do you think?
Well, for now, unless one of them dies, but I don't think they will. So yeah, it was. I mean, it was just fun seeing those two work together, and more than just a comedy bit.
I did like seeing Kazumi push his way out of the chamber and then force Gentoku's open. Uh, there's also Sento testing Bonjo's like genes or whatever for the Bernard power inside of him or whatever. Not much to say about that if you ask me, but do you have anything?
uh, no, not really. I mean, I
Alright.
guess we'll see what that's all about.
And what went wrong? Okay, we should.
Like a bit more toned down was came at the last minute, and of how he acts and how he looks. So may and on another request of the actor that they had the character had to be toned down, and maybe that's the reason why the comedy was just way off in the episode 41, 41 and 42.
Which, that's an amazing reason if that's what it is. It's still not the best writing, because the whole outfit thing was not very good or well done, but I get it. If they had, I like the T-shirt gimmick that they're going with him now. That feels very, that feels a lot more natural now that we're getting to know the real Gentoku. And if they had gone with that from the beginning rather than the whole like weird outfit thing, I think that would have been a lot better.
Yeah, I would. It would be keeping with his character from what we see in the Rogue specials and some of the things that he does in that. But yeah, the T-shirt. I think the outfit thing was just like a quick thinking part, and they didn't think.
Okay, so Sento makes a new toy for Banjo, the Blizzard Knuckle, for defeating Evolt. It's too much for Banjo to handle, but Sento tries pushing him anyways, because he's worried that he will fail and humanity will suffer because of him. This is a pretty good emotional moment for him, because we don't usually see stress get to Sento, and now we're kind of seeing how he takes it and how he handles it.
Uh, yeah, that was really nice to see the stress center and not like we have seen sad and center, we have seen happy center. Where never we have it's really rare to see stress center that we have gotten in the past two episodes. And Also it was really I don't know, the toy promotion felt very organic for some reason.
It's like,
Like
oh,
it was, yeah.
hey, you have a new bottle here. I'll make a new weapon for it because we need to win.
Yeah, and then it also feels because in the early episodes, like Sento used to make weapons. Sento used to make weapons for to aid them in combat, and not as like a here's a new toy, here's a that new toy. That kind of feel you should not get in the middle. Like in the middle, what started happening was all the bottles kind of felt like they were promoting toys, and it got strange. But this one felt really organic, and I really like that. And then also him pushing Banjo hard was like to in this episode was a bit. I really like that because a stress center would do that, and well, it is keeping true to his character as well.
Decade.
Uh, no, it did feel not like super forced, so I like that, and it was kind of a neat gimmick.
All right. Sento heads out by himself to think on it. Evolt calls him up and demands he bring him the lost bottle, or the lost bottle he got from Isora, or he'll kill his friends. Pretty blunt, and honestly, the most blunt Evolt has gotten. Uh, During dinner, Sento then gets an epiphany on how to stop the evil trigger, and he wonders if his dad gave that to him on purpose. I like the dinner scene because it shows a contrast between this week's Sentai episode where, uh, sorry, something in my mouth, where Lupin Blue has to get into a cooking contest. And at the beginning of the episode, like he's giving a cooking lesson to people. Whereas here, Kazumi gave a cooking lesson to Gentoku and it didn't go so well. Being able to do something doesn't mean you can teach someone else how to do it. That is a separate skill, and this is a good contrast that conveniently lined up with each other.
Well, I don't watch Sentai. I don't watch the Golden Ranger right now, so yeah. But I really like this scene. Like it's really nice to see the characters like acting normally after so long. Like them having some moments of peace. And and it was a really nice relaxation time between the first half of the show and the second half of the show.
Decade?
Got nothing
Uh, yeah, it
yet.
was nice to see them, like, just very casual. Like, nothing serious going on, no big discussion. Just, like, oh, Gentoku messed up dinner. How did he do that? Uh,
Oh, I was gonna make one joke that Toma can cook and teach.
yep. And what was I gonna? Oh right, yeah. Like they're just having a normal conversation here. It's like there's nothing special or weird about it. Like the doll scene, which I still find hilarious, but that was supposed to also be a serious moment because of what they were discussing. So Sento heads to the meeting alone. The others followed him anyways. Uh, they all stand up to Evo together and have a nice group pension. After a glorious battle, Banjo is able to use the Blizzard Knuckle to help finish Evolt off. He blows up, leaving 3 lost bottles behind. Shinobu then flies in and collects them, as this was a part of his plan. Episode end.
Okay. This entire stretch of the episode was really good because they even like how we have in other episodes we have seen Evolved being overpowered, but then other riders catching up to him.
Yeah.
In this episode, what they did was, instead of like saying that Evolved was always holding back, like they thought that Evolved was always holding back, but turns out he was just jacked up on lost bottles. That's the reason why he was able to like kick the ass of all these three riders like in this episode. And that was a really good, like, what do you call it, use of the materials in the show to make your villain powerful, but not like so powerful that everybody is able to beat him. Everybody won't be able to beat him. And this was really good. And also I like the rider chips, the song that was playing behind in the in this in this fight scene was really, it really meshed well with the fights, and it was really good. I loved it. I love this entire sequence of fight, and it was really well choreographed. Like, Seiji Taikawa, the suit actor of Build, isn't that agile, so all the other three were doing all the agility stuff. But the heavy punches that he throws against the Rogue as Genius Build was really good. And yeah, and then the way that all the four riders work together to just, it reminds me something from like in how in Kamen Rider Blade, the bike henshin they do to beat Cerberus. How do you
Yes.
call Kobius, the
Caraberos.
undead, Kerberos undead. Yeah, it kind of reminded me of that. Like, this is the kind of scene that it just makes me happy in a rider show, like, and yeah, and it was a really good scene, like, I'm glad that it's finally Evolved came to his end, quote unquote. I don't know, I've not seen the previews, or I don't know whatever happens to Shinobu
Oh,
at
I know
all,
what
so
happens next. I watched the preview and I saw the toy scans, but I won't go into that.
okay. So and I really like the fact that Shinobu is actually his working his own agenda rather than working with either Evolved or he's being a hero, and that's kind of great. Like, it kind of makes for a good, like, you know good way to segue into the next stretch of the show. Either like Evolved somehow is still surviving, or like Shinobu himself, Shinobu being the main antagonist. But I really don't want that, kind of. Yeah, anyways, this was a really good episode.
Yeah, I would agree. The fight was really good, really pretty, and I loved the gimmick that they used to beat him. They finally, the other riders were able to see the, quote unquote winning formula, and instead of them just getting some power up, they actually were able to use teamwork, and that was freaking awesome because we have four damn riders. Let's use some teamwork.
Right?
Uh, but yeah, that was good, and I'm looking forward to seeing the next villain that shows up.
This was one of the best fights in this whole series. Uh, this is episode 44, and it's going to 48. You said.
Either it's gonna go to 48 or 49. The last episode might be some like the promoting a next series or something like that. But yeah,
Like they did with Drive and such.
yeah,
Okay. Well,
not sure though.
I guess we'll see how it goes. Final thoughts on this. So this was a really good episode, a big step up from some of the previous ones that we've been getting. The one thing that made me mad was what side is Shinobu playing, but like I thought like, oh, is he supposed to like be the inside man? Why has he been doing this for over 10 years? But nah, he was just pretending to help Sento so that he could further his own goal. I'm not entirely convinced that Evold wasn't in on the this part though, for reasons.
Oh, yeah, but at least, yeah, I think, I don't know if I'm pretty sure that he wanted to kill Evolve because, of the fact that he has his own goals and he didn't want the world to get destroyed. Maybe like he has some world domination plan or something. At least that's what I assume. I just hope that he's not working directly with Evolve even on this, because that's stupid. That I would really get mad if that happened.
Well, I can tell you what I know when we stop the podcast if you want.
Oh sure.
Okay.
Yeah, as far as the way I see it, it is a bit confusing because, on the one hand, he told Bolt to absorb the bottles, but on the other, he was going full force on those riders. So it's hard to say for now. I'm sure people who know spoilers know, but anyways, yeah, it was a good episode, and I hope Build can stay consistent to the end.
The only thing is that we actually just took out the main villain here. So if he is actually like dead, and Shinobu becomes the main villain from here on out, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, okay. Okay, that would be really weird. That's the thing I don't want. I just hope that they find a way to make Shinobu his own bad guy, but like Evolve coming back, maybe like last few episode, like I had transferred my consciousness somewhere else, maybe into like Shinobu or something, or maybe like he comes out of Banjo again. Oh no, that's stupid. But I'm saying he comes out from somewhere. Like he turns himself into that liquid jelly thing that he turned himself into in Mars. Maybe that's what he did. But I just hope Evolve comes back. But I want some break from Evolve as well.
All right.
Maybe for an episode or two, like Shinobu becomes the bad guy.
Thanks for joining us tonight, everybody. We'll be back next Tuesday with Lupin Ranger versus Pod Ranger, and next Wednesday for more Kamen Rider Build. See you next time.
Bye bye.
Thanks for listening.